My name's Hollie Kirk, and I'm an Army veteran from 86 to 95. Gulf War veteran. I was an E5 sergeant. I was a combat medic, basically EMT. I was at Fort Benning. I got there in the fall of 88. Tony and I got married in November. We had Cheyenne on the 4th of July of 1990. Saddam Hussein attacked Kuwait, and my unit was put on call. I was still on maternity leave, so I was home for a few more days, and then we left, and that was when that picture was taken. They had a big formation ceremony thing, and there were a bunch of reporters there. She was 6 weeks old. I was in tears, could hardly see, could hardly speak. It was absolutely horrible. I remember the bus ride. After that picture, we got on buses and went from Benning to Fort Stewart. I couldn't stop crying the whole bus ride. I just could not stop. And it took me a couple days to where I was actually not in tears constantly. And then it was a long time even after that, when we were in Saudi Arabia, that it's still, anytime I thought about him, I'd tear up. The photographer took the picture, and then from there it was pretty much front news picture on most U.S. newspapers. Life got a hold of it. It just went all over the world. I had a Saudi national actually recognize me, and he had the picture with him and he was like, "This is you." I couldn't believe it. It was the first time American women with children went to war. During Vietnam, during that time era, there were females in the service, but once you got married and had children, you had to get out. So this was a first. When we first got there, we were staying on the beach. Pretty much all of the units were there. We were waiting for our equipment to come in on ships. And then we started sending out advance parties out to find locations where we were going to set up our units. I took patients back, if we had to, back to a naval hospital that was an hour or so behind us. When the air war started, we're all out there laying in the sand watching the planes go over. That was something. Because then it's real, it's going to happen. Drove for 36 hours straight through the night, and we do what's called blackout drive, no headlights. Went through the mountain range in the middle of the night with no lights. We took out their airport and a Republican Guard unit, and we hit them just at daylight, and that's when the fighting started. I never treated any American soldiers, which was really good. None of the guys in my unit got hurt. The actual war only lasted a couple days, and then they called the ceasefire. It's over, we can go home, because we'd been there for almost 8 months. When the ceasefire was called, we started our marching order back to Saudi. Not seeing my baby for so long, not seeing my husband for so long. It was scary, actually. It's like you're kind of starting over with your relationship and everything, so that was kind of scary. You know, it was a war. We went and did our job, what we were told to do. My big take on it was those POWs, treating them and seeing those guys and how appreciative they were of us being there and grateful for us treating them and taking care of them. That was a huge impact on me. My advice to young mothers in the military: be strong. When you're separated from your kids, I know it's hard, but you will eventually be back home with them, and they'll understand when they get older. They'll know what you did was important.